Share with our group today, Kevin. What's your overall success formula for? I mean, come on, the restaurant business is a tough business. So many people will start and open a restaurant, and then 3 years later it closes down. How have you done this? What's the keys to success?
So there's two things. First of all, you got to kind of meet at this intersection between artistry and financial responsibility. And if you're too far to one side, it's kind of not going to work. So let's start with the financial responsibility side. My partner Rob and I think that we could have ran businesses in many different arenas. We just happen to be businessmen who are in the restaurant business.
That's interesting.
Now, when I started, I was 99% artist and 1% businessman, and I've kind of shifted to kind of that intersection. But the other side of it is food, hospitality, design. I believe those three things are of equal importance. Design, some people scratch their heads sometimes, but we're living in this kind of ADD world right now, and creating layers in all three of those things I think are incredibly important. And if the 10th time you go to Momotaro, you realize that the Japanese payphone downstairs, you pick it up and somebody's talking Japanese on the other line with you, it's going to still keep you interested a little bit. And then, those other sides, all three of these things are designed to make you feel something. Maya Angelou has this great quote, which is, years after you've met someone for the first time, you might not remember what the exact dialogue is, but you'll remember how they made you feel. That's kind of what we want the restaurants to feel like. You might not know the exact dishes you had or the dialogue you had at the table, but you remember that feeling you got. All three of these things, culinary, we're crazy about the way we find our chefs. We've probably done 500 tastings with chefs over the last 15 years, and we have 6 chef partners. The way we interview people based on emotion a lot more than technical skill. I think when I interview my first question usually when I interview somebody is, what did you have for breakfast today? And they're usually kind of a little thrown off by it, but that's what I'm trying to do. I want to get them just talking and say, do I like you and do I think you're smart? And I think that formula, by just saying, your emotional intelligence is so much more important to me than whether you know what grapes are in a white Bordeaux, because I can teach you that. And so it's the alchemy of those three things with the backbone of having some financial structure.
Oh, that's tremendous. That really is tremendous. When I know for a fact that at least when you still had 1,000 employees, not 2,200, you would still do a heck of a lot of the interviewing yourself, right? And that just gives you a understanding of who that employee base is, which I think many times.
Well, I'll tell you a story. As you get bigger, you have to abandon certain things. You can't do everything anymore. You wrap your arms really tightly around stuff, and Rob and I did. And one of the things we always did was, even all the hourly employees, we would always sit on the panel and be on that final interviews for everybody inside the restaurant. During this whole 7 restaurants in 3 years, or in 20 months, that's one of the things we abandoned at one of the restaurants. We were like, I don't think I can sit through all these interviews. I'm just going to say that we're still going to be on those panel interviews after that one. You start to figure out, okay, that one I need to keep and that one I can give away. I think there's something about myself and Rob and Ian still having our DNA a bit on the people that we choose for that initial staff. And the initial staff of a restaurant, and I tell them, my opening speech to the initial staff at every restaurant is, you are the most important staff that'll ever be at this restaurant ever, because you are going to build the foundation and the culture for this restaurant. And so, yeah, I think being a part of that still is really super important. I think we'll continue to do that.